It is Friday morning, which means it is weekend out there. It's there's just vibes, guys, because we're coming with the weekend vibes. Good morning and welcome to Smile, the coffee show dedicated to bringing news makers and news shakers, interesting news, the freshest news, and also interesting conversations with myself, Queen Peter. And unfortunately, we do not have the daring, the beautiful Aina Riser Queer, but we do have Glenora Shapura this morning in studio with me. Good morning, Glenn. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. I'm excited to finally be joining you.
Finally, we hope it's not going to be the last time.
It's definitely not going to be the last.
So you'll be seeing more of her on the show. Well, we are celebrating, and we are also celebrating awareness, breast cancer awareness in October. It's celebrated annually in October, telling people and educating people on breast cancer, early detections, the symptoms, and also treatments. Glenn, we are wearing pink and we are standing in solidarity of breast cancer. Glenn, have you ever experienced?
Yes, I have my aunt who passed away, but she didn't pass away from breast cancer. She had breast cancer, and I was quite young at the time, probably grades 2 or 3. And so we used to live in a small town. So I'm from Port-Fontaine. So she goes to Windhoek, and then she comes back with like one breast. But there was no shame around it. So there was a very wholesome process around it. And also that gave me the confidence as a young girl, seeing my aunt be so strong and own herself like that. And that also informed us, like at a young age, that we need to start checking for our
lumps,
whatever you need to, yes, it's really, really important that you check every month.
To test,
yes, exactly.
Pap smear and all the different tests that you can for breast cancer. Next up, we will have a look at a video from our anchor sponsor, RMA, which made a video on, raising awareness. We're also standing in solidarity with us, so let's have a look at this video.
For many Namibians, a breast cancer diagnosis can feel like a battle they're fighting alone. Remember that we are in this fight together because you are our sisters, our mothers, our daughters, and our friends. During the month of October, we at RMA would like to encourage you to have a mammogram done, as this helps with earlier detection, increasing the chance of survival, and enabling less severe treatment strategies. Let us unite and raise awareness about breast cancer throughout Namibia.
Well, that was RMA, our partner, joining us on this initiative. We'd like to give our heartfelt gratitude to RMA for also raising awareness on breast cancer. Now, do remember that we are Smile the Coffee and we are running a daily competition. All you have to do is answer this question. Name one of the news stories being discussed in today's program. The question is, name one of the news stories being discussed in today's program. If you are confident in your answer, you can send us your name and your answer to the WhatsApp number that is appearing on your screen. Yes, you'll be able to walk away with a coffee voucher as well as a coffee hamper. So please do take part in this competition. We will be right back.
Flex is your health and fitness show that focuses on the health of the mind, body and spirit. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact zone@synergy.com.na.
In our first news story, Glenn, Saddam Amushelolo from EFF, took to his social media saying that
what did he do again?
He will not be fighting for Namibians anymore. because Namibians are complacent in being poor. They have grown comfortable, you know,
They
with
like
being
it.
exploited. And he did say that he would only be fighting and educating young people from the age of 5 to 15 years old, because there's this adage that says, bend a tree whilst it's still young. So he feels that, you know, it is pointless, it is abortive to fight for people who do not want to fight for themselves. What do you think about
I am
that?
conflicted. I'm conflicted. I get his point, right? It's true. We don't come out in groves to support whatever. We don't march. We don't do much as the youth. But at the same time, could he maybe be seeing how hard it is to be an activist, and he's like trying to retract, like, okay, I got myself into this, but I wasn't sure what this was, but this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening.
Also, he did call us a banana youth. He said that Namibia has banana youth because our only interest, we only register an interest in alcohol, drugs, and sex. So
and going to Burna Boy
yeah,
concerts.
so you know we will show up in numbers to go to a musician show. However, if
Yeah.
it comes to fighting for our rights,
We don't do that.
Namibians zero, and you know.
I don't know. I think personally he didn't know how hard it was going to be, what he's doing. Although he has a point. It's true, we don't show up
There's
in
no
numbers when it's
urgency.
needed. Yes,
Yeah,
when
there's
it's
no
needed.
urgency
We
from
don't-
Namibians.
Yes. Or what do you think? Do you think?
You know, his methods are, you know, I think that at the core he's fighting for the right cause, and I can see that, you know, this is bigger than himself, you know, because what he doesn't have a vested interest, because like what financial gain is he getting out of this? You know, maybe supporters, maybe, you know, is this his way of mobilizing, you know, voters? Oh, I don't know. However, he, at the core, it's always been a thing for him to fight for Namibians, you know, such a young, vibrant leader. However, I do not necessarily always agree with how he goes about fighting for this cause, but I agree with him, you know, that we do not stand up as Namibians, we do not come forth.
I hear you.
But I think it's a thing of Namibians necessarily do not agree with how he does his things.
But I might agree to some of the methods, and I know I'm gonna
Because some
sound
of the
controversial now. No, but I mean, sometimes, let's say you're dealing with a bully, and then you come to the bully, hey, can you stop doing that, please? Like, yeah. I mean, sometimes
There's a lot. We can explore this
We can
avenue,
explore
but we
that.
have to move to the next story, please.
Now, in our next story, Elon Musk has completed his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter. Now, the world's richest man is in charge of one of the world's most influential social media platforms. Now, Musk apparently fired CEO Parag Agrawal and 2 other executives. According to 2 people familiar with the decision, Twitter has declined to comment. What are your thoughts?
All I'm saying is that Musk didn't come to play. No man didn't come to play. And, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how things, because Twitter is, I'm not on Twitter. I refuse to go on Twitter because Black Twitter is not for the faint-hearted. Today they are celebrating you. Today they are celebrating you. Tomorrow you are being dragged.
Yes.
You know, so Twitter is not your friend. You know, no one on Twitter is your friend. But you know that decision of Elon Musk, it's like, you know, it's like reaching, but also we don't know, you know, what led to the decision. But I believe that he didn't come to play.
No, but also, and I think because he's here and he said that we're questioning his direction, his leadership direction. I think, so I get it. He's here to show force. And
also,
this might mean that he will,
because you're
I don't know. It doesn't.
You are being questioned.
I
it's
know,
giving
right?
autocratic.
It does.
Yeah,
it does. It does.
You don't want your employees to challenge
and
you.
And also, there's talks that he would now finally put back your good friend Donald Trump back on Twitter.
Oh my days! Kudos to Donald Trump coming back in, making waves.
Yes.
Yeah. No. So we are running out of time, unfortunately. Oh no, we can do your third story.
South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa on Thursday regretted as an unfortunate the U.S. Embassy is issuing of a warning of a possible weekend terrorist attack in the country without consulting his government. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think if there's a warning about a terrorist attack, then I think it should come from the host country.
Yes.
It should come from the host country, because where did, you know, the U.S. government get this intel? How do, you know,
I just feel like it's very, it's also very disrespectful, if that's the word. Would the South African embassy in the U.S. to something like that.
Exactly.
You know?
So I think
Yeah.
they should first like consult, the government, the South African government.
Hey,
before
this is what's happening.
Yeah, we got this intel from, is it credible intel?
Yes.
So there's a lot that had to go in before they decided, they're going to say there's going to be a terrorist attack. We appreciate them for, raising that, but it's also alarming because we need to understand that, governments have a way of going about certain things, keeping certain things off the radar because they do not want, like public interest also again, but certain things, I think it's public interest, yes, but it came from the wrong source, so we can question the source from where it came from.
I just feel like it's just highly disrespectful. Like, why don't you go to the South African government and let them issue the warning?
Period. It's disrespectful.
Yes, it's just that.
We will have a discussion in the commercial break. Please stay with us.
Ironga Talk brings you community news in the Ironga region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact irongatalk at synergy.com.na. Ironga Talk, our community, your news.
This week we have been celebrating and talking about all things fashion, and Glenn and I will also be digging and discussing certain fashion trends and tips, DIY, all the nitty-gritties of fashion. Glenn, are you into fashion?
Yeah, I would like to say I am.
Okay,
I would like to think I am.
okay.
But that's the thing, though. Are you into fashion or are you fashionable? What's
Oh yeah, nice one.
Yeah. Are you fashionable? Would you think you're fashionable?
When the occasion calls for it, then I show up and show out, But then also I do not really. I put a lot of emphasis on how I present myself, by what I wear, because by what you wear, people will treat you, accordingly. So I believe in looking presentable. I really don't. There's one shop that really bothers me a lot right now, and that is Mr. Price.
Oh, why? What's your beef?
No, because the thing about Mr. Price right now is Mr. Price is catering for the girlies, It's like cleavage, it's giving
crop tops.
It's giving a lot of boobies showing, and it's
booty shots.
It's not my scene. So I'm moving more to modest wearing.
Wow.
There's beauty and there's fashion in wearing
elegance.
modestly.
Yeah, that's also, you can carry it elegantly.
Exactly. So I'm not shaming anyone who wears, but it's preference. So that is just how I go about
Well, I guess I'm in the gym to get my six-pack so I can wear my crop tops.
Okay, my girl, summer body loading, sound of summer, bash, whatever.
I'm trying to get there. But honestly, like for me, fashion or being fashionable, I don't think it's. Sometimes you're fashionable. Sometimes I dress because of how I'm feeling that day.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want to wear heels. Yeah.
Just flip-flops and that's it.
Yes,
that's
please.
it, looking like your problems.
Not that much. Presentable,
yeah,
but
presentable,
but not
I think the key thing is always to look presentable, because you will enter a room and then people will see what you are wearing, and then people judge you according, because yes, they do say don't judge a book by its cover, but unfortunately the human mind is programmed in such a way that the moment I see you, I already have like a preconceived, ideologies or like concepts or like notions about who I think you are based on what you are wearing. So unfortunately that is the sad reality that we are living with.
It is. I mean, if I'm going to a business meeting or whatever, I'm going to dress to get the coin. Yes, get the coin.
To sell your business model or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it calls for the occasion.
Yeah, it calls for the occasion. So if the occasion calls it, you show up.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Glenn. That was so invaluable. We will be right back with an interview. Please stay tuned.
In Business 7, you get news on current economic, financial, and business matters in Namibia. The weekly show features interviews with experts and in-depth analysis of burning issues in a way that caters for ordinary Namibians and business connoisseurs alike. For news-related or advertising queries, please contact B7 at synergy.com.na.
We are all very excited about the upcoming Tourism Expo, and we will be showcasing our exhibitors so that our viewers can know exactly what to expect. This morning in studio with me is Danny Grobler from Xterra. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, Danny. How are you doing?
Morning, Queen. I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us in studio.
Yes, that's pleasure.
Now, Xterra is for the adventurous souls out there. You know, are you an adventurous person yourself?
Yes, no, I enjoy the outdoors. Listen, we live in Namibia, and we're one of the most beautiful countries in the world.
Very vast, yes.
And so that's the reason Xterra is there, you know, is we like to get people there in the outdoors with a vehicle where they can enjoy our beautiful country, you know. And when you're living outdoor, when you're going outdoors and you want to go camping, you want to do it in a comfortable environment, you know, and we're there as Xterra 4x4 Outdoor and Fitment Center to get your vehicle there, to equip your vehicle so that you can enjoy the outdoors, you know, and as you should.
Yeah, so what activities do you guys offer?
So we specialize in kitting the vehicle. So when you get your vehicle from the dealership, you know, it's naked almost, you know, there's not much on it. So we start from rubberizing the load bin to protect the load bin, to the canopies that we add on, and the rooftop tents that you can stay in, you know, to suspensions and tires. So we like to be like a one-stop shop, you know, where you can come in and you can get proper advice in how to kit your vehicle. And yeah, so that's the main idea, is to assist our clients so that they can have a vehicle where they're comfortable with, and when they go stop at a nice camping site or anywhere in Namibia, they've got a fully equipped vehicle and they can enjoy the outdoors properly.
So you'll definitely be at the expo, the upcoming expo.
Yes,
why do you think the expo is such a good platform for Xterra?
Yes, I think the tourism, I'm so glad that tourism is picking up again, you know.
Full swing.
It's full swing,
Yes.
yeah. So I had such good news, you know. I had some clients from South Africa that came in and tried to assist them to get a stay overnight place accommodation. It was actually a struggle to find some place that had availability. And the tourism is so, you know, for us to engage with Namibia is one of the biggest self-drive countries in the world. And I think that's a perfect platform for us to engage with our partners and stakeholders in terms of how we to show new products, to show how we can kit these vehicles. So we're going to display a vehicle where it's properly kitted with rooftop tents and water tanks and fridges, all that stuff, so people can actually see, even the public that also enjoys going, not just the tourism people, but that's in tourism, but also the public that can see how you can properly kit a vehicle, you know, so they'll have that examples at the Tourism Expo.
That is very interesting.
Yes.
That is very. So I believe you also have a 4x4 or one of these big vehicles, you know.
Yes, yeah, no, we enjoy it a lot, and I like it also to take my family out and go camping or to go see Namibia and explore Namibia with the vehicle. And I must say, it's nothing better than to go out and have almost to relax, you know, outdoors and get away from everything and all the hustle. And yeah, so no, we love going out as well.
What is your favorite place to go to whenever you want to go out, you know, with your family?
We actually, you know, interestingly enough, I like going to different places than going to the same place every time. So exactly the reason, you know, from Sossusvlei to the Brandberg, we went 2-3 weeks ago. We were at the Brandberg, and we enjoyed that so much there. So yeah, no, we go all in this December. We're going to the Caprivi again.
Oh, nice.
To drive there and travel there, where we literally like stay 2 nights, 3 nights max at the place, and then going to the next one.
You should take me along. You should take me along.
So yeah, no, that's enjoyable, and I think that's the great thing about Namibia and why self-drive is so nice, because we equip the vehicles in such a way that you can quickly set up your campsite and your vehicle. You can, and the next day, you know, within a few minutes or a little bit of time, you packed up again, and you can drive to the next place and enjoy the next place that Namibia has to offer.
Now, tell me the market, because this is the first time I'm hearing about Xterra. You know, the market is like, oh, is there a big market? How's the competition, you know?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of competition, but also I think there's it's big enough, the market is big enough for all of us.
We can all have a piece of the pie.
Yes, correct. And now I think what's great about Namibia, you know, is that if you can, we are a 4x4 country, you know. If you win in Rome, do the Romans, you know. So people, I think they enjoy buying their 4x4s and enjoy going out, you know, from farming to hunting and fishing and camping. You can use that same vehicle, you know, to do all those different type of activities. And that's so great about being a Namibian, is that, you know, we, I think sometimes when you live in big cities, in overseas, it's limited, you know.
So the last question before I let you go, why Xterra?
Yeah, I think because we've got a full range of accessories, you know, that we can equip you with. We've got over 7 years of expertise in this field where we can advise clients, and we've gone through the rigmaroles up and down, you know, we've lived through COVID. So I think, yeah, no, we're definitely there that we can help you with anything you need, you know, we can assist, and yeah, I think the expert advice.
So your motto is whatever you need, we've got you.
Yeah, no, we can assist.
Thank you very much.
Thank
it
you,
was
Queen.
such an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, please stay tuned. We will be right back after the short commercial break.
Ohole So Nice is an entertainment show brought to you by the youth for the youth, aimed at having more young people showcase their individual identities. Making a good impression does not come easy. The nerves and the natural way youth interact when it comes to dating, well, this has changed over the years. This is a dating show that allows individuals to participate and be their own true selves. Ohole So Nice focuses on blind date, talk about that, news, flex your style, and more. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com, and on the MyZone Facebook platform. To share your experience or make your product or service part of Ohole So Nice, contact Zone at synergy.com.na. Ohole So Nice, because Sabawelling isn't enough.
This is Smell the Weekend, and it's, Smell the Weekend, wow. This is Smell the Coffee, and it's finally Friday, so I'm in the vibes,
Shows we are within on this update, you know, it's 3 for 50, but Saddam
3 for
said,
50, Saddam said you shouldn't do that,
Yeah.
So what are your weekend plans?
I just have to study, you know, studies have me in a chokehold, so that's
I
it.
hear you,
Your
I
side?
hear you. Okay, I'm going to the Makara, has a comedy show that's happening today, so I'm quite excited about that. Might make a 10 at the Oktoberfest as well, who knows?
Just, you know, just maybe.
Just maybe. Let's take a look at this video on Weekend Vibes.
It's the last weekend of the month and the events calendar is jam-packed. On Friday from 10, there's a Halloween mini market at the Little Paris Garden Cafe in Windhoek. And at 4, the annual Windhoek Gymnasium Christmas Market and Fun Run takes place at the school. At 6, the Winter Oktoberfest kicks off at the SKW with music by the Kirchdorfer Band from Germany, the Jägermeister Brass Cartel, and a variety of local artists. The revelry continues on Saturday. Also at 6, the Miss Copper 2022 beauty pageant takes place in Tsumeb. At 7, Baroque musicians Diego Loveridge and Gomez George da Silva Jr. play pieces ranging from Bach to Brazilian at the Christuskirche, and entrance is free. At 8, SA's Karen Zoid performs at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund. On Saturday at 7, the annual Walk for Bibles starts at the Eros Primary School sports fields, and at 9, an Oktoberfest Zoo Market takes place at the Haven Zoo Park in Kleine Kuppe. At 9, the annual Hats and Roses in support of the Cancer Association takes place at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund, and at 10, the Dunes Mall in Walvis Bay hosts a birthday bash braai competition. At the same time, the Swakop All-Day Market and Coastal Talent Show takes place at the Tiger Reef in Swakop. At 7:30, the Sphinx Blix Open Air Rock Festival kicks off. This takes place at the Guest Farm outside Issakus with performances by a variety of hard rock and metal bands. Have an awesome weekend.
So you are still with Smell the Coffee, and we are of course running a daily competition where you can enter and stand a chance to win a coffee voucher or a coffee hamper. All you have to do is answer the following question. What are one of the news stories being discussed on the program? What is the news stories being discussed on the program? And if you are confident in your answer, all you have to do is send your name and answer to the WhatsApp number that is appearing on your screen. And like Aina would usually say, I can feel a spirit here. What Aina would usually say is, send a text message. You know, you can talk to her. You can even try to take her on a date. So please do engage in the competition, and then you'll have a chance to step away and to walk away with a coffee hamper and a coffee voucher. So
I could do with a coffee voucher.
You
or
can?
a hamper, yes.
tell one of your cousins to take part, you know.
Please, somebody take part, please, please.
You know, you should tell your cousins to take part, then they win, and then you can, because you plug them after all.
I'll plug them,
Yeah, no. So are you said something about the October festival, you know, are you?
I know, I'm going to the, let me not say, I might. So apparently, according to the NMH employees, I'm the worst at making plans. Like, we'll make plans, and then the time comes, I'm like, woof. I was a younger, naive girl who made those plans. It's not the same person.
That is so me. Yeah. That is so me. You know that feeling when someone cancels on plans. Yes. Just like, dang, you know, you're the best person, because I've been thinking about, you know, but I wanted you to first come to me and tell me, you know, we are not going anymore. Yes. So yeah, no, it takes a lot of energy, you know, it takes a lot of mental and emotional work for me to actually go out, you know, and to, because, you know, it drains you.
It is.
So it's also important to know the spaces that you find yourself in.
Very, very much so.
So we have come to the end of our weekly show, at the end of our broadcast, and like Aina usually say, you know, all good things
must come to
an end. So, but join us on Monday morning at 8 o'clock, you know, same time, same place. Please do not start your Monday morning without us, and have a wonderful weekend. You know, it's all our love, all our light from the studio. It is adios.